Dreams beyond the Bronze Gateway. The mountains had always been a source of wonder for many who lived in the nearby villages. Towering peaks capped with snow, mysterious forests, and hidden caves were part of the daily backdrop. Yet, what fascinated the villagers the most was the ancient bronze gateway that stood alone in a clearing. No one knew its origin. Some said it was the remains of a great kingdom, others believed it was a portal to another world. The gateway was adorned with intricate patterns of stars, moons, and other celestial bodies. In the village lived an old woman named Clara. For years, she'd tell tales of her dreams where she'd walk through the bronze gateway and enter a world unlike any other. A place where the trees bore fruit of pure gold, and the river sparkled under the eternal twilight. Curiosity had always tugged at the heart of a young villager named Lysander. One evening, he approached Clara's cottage and asked, "How can I see this world beyond the bronze gateway in my dreams?" Clara smiled, her eyes twinkling like the stars she often spoke of. "The gateway doesn't open for the body, but for the soul. At night, when the world is silent and the heart is pure, it might just let you in." Lysander was determined. That night, he camped near the gateway, his heart filled with hope and wonder. As the night deepened, he felt a strange pull. The patterns on the gate shimmered and seemed to come alive. Closing his eyes, Lysander found himself in a vast meadow illuminated by a soft glow. Golden trees surrounded him, and the air was filled with a melodious hum. As he ventured further, he encountered magnificent creatures, talking deer with antlers made of crystal, and birds with plumes brighter than any jewel. He realized that this was the world Clara had spoken of, a realm where dreams took form. Each part of this realm was a representation of someone's dream from the village. A dream of abundant harvest, of peace, of love. Lysander wandered, meeting dreamers along the way. Some were faces he recognized, others were those who had passed on, living now in this timeless realm. Each dreamer had a tale, a hope, or a memory they held dear. But as dawn approached in the real world, the dream began to fade. Lysander felt a gentle tug pulling him back. He realized he had to leave, but made a promise to himself to cherish and remember every moment he'd spent in this magical realm. When he woke up, the bronze gateway stood silent and inert, but Lysander knew its secret. He rushed to Clara, gratitude filling his heart. "You've seen it, haven't you?" Clara remarked, her voice filled with warmth. Lysander nodded, "Thank you for sharing this wonder with me." The village soon buzzed with Lysander's tales. Many were skeptical, but some, especially the children, would camp by the gateway, hoping for a chance to dream beyond it. Years passed, and the tale of the bronze gateway became a cherished story in the village, passed down through generations. It served as a reminder that there were wonders in the world, often hidden in plain sight, waiting for a pure heart and a dreaming soul to discover them. And while not everyone got to see the world beyond the bronze gateway, the hope and wonder it inspired was real, bringing joy and magic to their everyday lives. Echoes from the abandoned observatory. High atop a hill, removed from the bustling life of the city, stood an observatory. Its once polished brass telescope, now tarnished by time, stared blankly at the sky, no longer peering into the vastness of the universe. Windows were boarded up, and nature had started to reclaim the land around it. But the observatory held more than just memories of stargazing nights, it held echoes of a past, longing to be heard. Inside the observatory was an old, dusty logbook. Each page contained handwritten notes about celestial events, diagrams of constellations, and personal reflections. But the last entry was written over 50 years ago, by the observatory's last known astronomer, Dr. Elias Caldwell. One evening, a young astrophysics student named Mia, fascinated by the stories of the old observatory, decided to visit it. She had heard tales about Dr. Caldwell's unmatched passion for the stars and how he had mysteriously disappeared one night, leaving behind the observatory and all his research. As Mia pushed open the creaky door, a gust of wind blew in, flipping the pages of the logbook. She approached the desk, her fingers gently tracing the handwritten notes. She felt an inexplicable connection to Dr. Caldwell, a bond forged by their shared love for the cosmos. With every hour she spent in the observatory, Mia felt more connected to its history. It was as if the walls whispered tales of past celestial wonders and shared Dr. Caldwell's deepest thoughts and dreams. The more she read, the more she felt a need to continue his work. One particular note caught Mia's attention. Tonight, the stars aligned in a way I've never seen. They seem to be communicating, beckoning me. I feel a discovery on the horizon. This was the last entry. Mia's heart raced. What had Dr. Caldwell seen that night? Had he made a groundbreaking discovery? The observatory might have been abandoned, but the sky remained unchanged, vast and full of mysteries. Mia felt that if she looked through the telescope, aligned it just right, she might see what Dr. Caldwell had seen. Days turned into nights as Mia painstakingly recalibrated the old telescope. She cross-referenced Dr. Caldwell's notes, trying to pinpoint the exact date and celestial event he had mentioned. And then, one clear night, it happened. Mia looked through the telescope and saw a mesmerizing pattern of stars, just as Dr. Caldwell had described. But there was more. The stars seemed to pulse, emitting a rhythmic light. Intrigued, Mia started recording the pattern. Over the next few weeks, she decoded the pulsing lights and was astonished by her findings. The pattern seemed to be a form of communication, a message from deep space. As Mia delved deeper into her research, she began to understand the magnitude of Dr. Caldwell's discovery. He had found potential evidence of extraterrestrial communication. Mia decided to share her findings with the world. The observatory, once forgotten, became a hub of activity. Scientists from all over gathered to witness the celestial marvel. The observatory was restored to its former glory, and Mia continued her research, always inspired by Dr. Caldwell's notes and his relentless passion for the unknown. While the mystery of Dr. Caldwell's disappearance remained unsolved, his legacy lived on. Mia often felt his presence, guiding her, as she unraveled the mysteries of the universe. And thus, the abandoned observatory, once silent and forgotten, echoed with life once again, a testament to the timeless wonders of the cosmos and the indomitable spirit of those who seek to understand it.